Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever driven something that made people stare? Not because it's fast, but because they're wondering if you accidentally time-traveled from 1968? That's exactly what happened when I got behind the wheel of the Clark Cortez 20-foot motorhome. Built by the Clark Forklift Company. Yeah, the same folks who used to lift crates, not spirits. This rolling relic proves that the 1960s weren't just about peace and love. They were also about stuffing a V8 into a box on wheels and calling it a Class A motorhome. Before we roll further down this retro highway, make sure to subscribe to the CampAvto channel. Trust me, you don't want to miss a guy like me trying to fit modern camping gear into a vehicle that thinks Bluetooth is a dental problem. Now, this 1968 Clark Cortez isn't your average camper. It's powered by a 360 cubic inch, 5.9-liter V8 engine mated to a 4-speed manual transaxle that sends power to the front wheels. Yes, front-wheel drive in a motorhome from the 60s. The Cortez was actually the first motorhome ever to do that, beating GMC by a whole decade. I believe that's like showing up to the party before anyone knew what a party was. This engine setup gave it decent traction, even if it sounded like an angry washing machine when you hit second gear. The example I got to check out had a clean California title and only 87,000 miles, 140,000 kilometers on the clock, 600 of those added by the current owner, which I assume were driven very cautiously, probably with a prayer on the dashboard. Originally priced at around $19,500 USD, 17,800 euros at auction. I think that's a steal for what feels like a museum on wheels. The exterior wears a charming mix of brown and tan with a white center stripe, sort of like a latte on tires. Awnings on both sides and roof-mounted solar panels bring a touch of modern life to its vintage soul. My friend Tony said it looks like something NASA might have driven to the moon, if the moon had RV hookups. Inside, it's a groovy mix of practicality and nostalgia. The front seats are wrapped in blue-gray cloth. The dash is equipped with a compass, a CB radio, and even a cassette player, because nothing says road trip like listening to ABBA on tape. The cabin includes a SunPro tachometer, a 90-mile-per-hour speedometer, and aftermarket oil gauges that keep you guessing whether you're driving a home or a spaceship. Behind the cockpit, the Cortez turns into a retro apartment, a full kitchenette with an oven, sink, and range, a dining booth that converts into a bed, and a fold-down bunk up top. It's like a 1960s bachelor pad with plumbing. There's even a bathroom with a standing shower, which I liked the most because it lets you pretend you're living the good life while parked behind a Walmart. Wood flooring, roof storage bins, and air conditioning top it all off. Pretty advanced for a motorhome that was built when color TV was still a luxury. Now this Cortez isn't just pretty, it's smartly built. The suspension bushings have been upgraded to polyurethane, and the front brakes swapped for discs, because we all know that stopping in a 50-year-old RV is not optional. Mr. David Monday, the former president of the Cortez Owners Club, even designed new single-piece wheels to replace the sketchy factory split rims. That's dedication. I think he deserves a medal, or at least a lifetime supply of brake fluid. Sure, it doesn't have a generator, but it does have something better. Character. Every rattle tells a story. Every squeak reminds you that you're piloting a piece of motorhome history, not just another slab of fiberglass. If you want to see more about this incredible 1968 Clark Cortez, check out the official Clark Cortez Motorhome archives online. They've got all the factory specs and restoration guides. And if you're feeling adventurous, hunt one down and make it your next project. Just be ready for strangers to walk up and ask if you sell ice cream. And hey, before you roll away, remember, you can become a proud sponsor of our CampAvto channel for just $1. That's right, one single buck keeps the gas tank full and the jokes rolling. The link's right under the video. Go ahead, it's down there waiting, just like a Cortez waiting for its next adventure.